So I did a video like this similar a while back, and I wanted to give an update because I've changed some things. I've added a lot of stuff, and some things have stayed the same, and I want to discuss why they're the same and what I've really found to work and why, and then why I changed and upgraded some other things. We're going to be going over some different bags like this one. That's the SOCP Beckham has there. So first, let's just go over the guns. The first one is going to be my primary carry, the one that I carry with me the most of the time. If there's one gun that I want to take with me and it is my go-to, it is going to be this one. So this is a Glock 45 Gen 5. You've got an EPS on top with the Guardian from Radian that just prevents any kind of blow happening to your optic to help protect it. You've got the 6 sights, so you have backup sights up front through there integrated, and the front sight post. You can use those through the optic itself. We have a Radian ramjet and afterburner up front. Just helps with that barrel rise, a little bit of recoil mitigation, and it looks super cool. So that's half the battle, right? And then Surefire X300, solid light. I've been using those for a long time. Zero things done to the actual frame of the gun, no work on the trigger. Basically a stock gun aside from a couple little upgrades. And the reason I do this is because this is the exact gun that I carry at work. You can see they're very similar. The frames are identical. I could replace them, interchange them. The slides obviously is where things get a little bit different just because I'm not allowed to upgrade this one and I can with this one. So I did some upgrades I thought were beneficial, but for the most part, these are exact same, and that's what I wanted. I wanted something that I train with every day and I carry with every day, and I want everything to transfer over when I'm carrying this, and I want to protect my family. So I've added 2 new guns to my rotation of guns that I carry, and this is one of them. So I used to carry a Springfield Hellcat, and it was a really good gun. I really like it. My wife still carries a Hellcat, and there's nothing wrong with that gun. I just really like this one. So this is a Sig Sauer X Macro / Radian combination thing. You've got that Radian ramjet. You can tell I have a trend of really liking these things. I just think they really help with that recoil, be able to get that barrel back down on target, be able to do follow shots a little bit easier. I have an EPS carry, again, same thing. Really like those Hollow Suns. I think they make one of the best smaller pistol red dot optics at the moment because of their closed emitter and their design. They did a really good job. You have that fail safe for the solar panel. Is it gimmicky? Probably. Have I ever had to use it? No, but it might be nice if the situation arises, and I might. But they have that multi-reticle system. You got the Streamlight TLR7, the kings of smaller gun flashlights. They make some of the best on the market, and the price is really, really reasonable. But this also has the Radian backstrap and magwell on there. It's just a really sharp looking gun. This has gotten a lot of people's attention. I have a full video on this if you guys are interested on how to build this, because it sits flush, so it kind of looks like an X Macro, but it doesn't use an X Macro slide. You're actually using this P365 slide, but this is a gun that I switched from carrying a Springfield to a gun that I really like. When I drop it, it can still defend me and my family, because you know SIGs like to go off on the run. I'm joking. I know SIG's not gonna like that. SIG already doesn't like me for the video that I did with the shaky SIG, but contrary to popular belief, I do carry a SIG, even though I had a really major malfunction with one. If you guys want to see that video here, but this is one of the new ones.
That's pretty cool.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. This is probably honestly like my favorite out of all of them. But just because I like the look of it, I think it's cool. And it shoots
I
good.
like that one better.
That one? Why? Let's talk about that one now. That's actually the next one we're gonna talk about anyway. That's actually the one we put in your bag.
I like it because it has no optic.
You don't like optics, do you?
No.
No? Why not?
It just looks it cool.
You don't like the look of it without the optics?
I like it because it has no optic in this on it.
Yeah, that's a suppressor. That's it. So when you shoot it, it's not as loud. Real quickly, let's go over the companies that are incredibly helpful for things that we do here, and I would love it if you guys would show some support. Brownells, Hold Up Display, and Stopbox. Stopbox is a really cool product that allows you to be able to have access to the items and the tools that you want without having little hands have access to them, and that is so important. Firearm safety, that's why I built this whole room with Hold Up Display, Brownells, and I use the Stopbox because it keeps what I want safe, still accessible to me, but the people I don't want to touch it, especially my children, don't have access to it. So important. Firearm safety, I cannot stress that enough. Check out Stopbox, and then Hold Up Display are the racks you see here. You guys can email Tyler at holdup.display.com, and you guys can get a nice discount there on your own storage racks, and then check out Brownells. But let's not take too much time. Let's get right back in this video and check it out. That's the Stopbox. It's foamy. So this is one that I carry in a bag, and I think that is a really important gun. This one has not changed in a while. This used to be basically what I would carry aside from the Springfield or the Smith & Wesson, or the Jeez. The Sig Sauer, this is the basically the same thing I would carry before, except minus the suppressor, and I had a hollow saw on it. But this is what I carry in a bag, which is the bag that Beckham actually has. So that is the SOCP bag. You can open it up if you want and show them. You can carry it cross-draw if you want to. This is a big thing that I carry in the summertime because I like to be able to carry off body, especially if I'm with them and I want to be able to play with the kids and go out into a park. But I still want to have protection. I want to have something with me. And I go with a suppressor because I really want the ability to, yeah, you can show that to them and everything, unzip them all and look at them and stuff. Ooh, we got a mag in there. A little extra rounds going on. But the suppressor is not going to be quiet enough that it's not going to make your ears ring. The goal of this is just to make it not as loud. So if I were to shoot in this room or this house with the kids here, I don't want our ears to bleed. I don't want you to be deaf. I don't want anything like that to happen. So it just gives us a little more protection. But I have a sleek setup with this. Most of my concealed carry guns have optics. This one doesn't, because when I'm pulling out of the bag, I don't want anything to hang up. So I have something minimalist as a flashlight and a suppressor. It's sleek enough to be able to pull and grab easy. It has good capacity, which we have here, an extra magazine, the bullet you want to put into it, and I'm comfortable with the gun to shoot medium to close range. So I really like this for a bag off carry / summer bag carry. Let's see what cool is about this. You think it's a Sharpie? Check this out. It's a knife. Isn't that cool?
Wait, it's a real knife?
Yeah, it's a carbon fiber knife on there.
Is it not a marker?
Not a marker, dude. Isn't that sweet?
Oh, I love this marker.
Now, this next one's probably going to shock you, and I am not a big fan of small guns, but this is actually something I just recently added into the rotation, and something my wife carries a lot, and that is going to be the Bodyguard 2.0 from Smith & Wesson. I was absolutely blown away by this gun in a good way. I'm not a big 380 fan. It has its benefits. You know, it's lightweight, it's small, you can carry decent capacity, opposed to a 9mm in the same size. And those things are really nice. And as this gun does not fill the voids that my larger guns or my other ones do, and they would never replace those, this has a role in its own where if you don't want to have something big, you don't want to have something bulky, or you don't have the ability to because of what you're wearing, or my wife runs a lot, she would be able to take this with her and not really feel the extra weight, but have the protection of a handgun that is surprisingly really, really solid. I do have a video on this if you guys want to see. I do have a video on most of this stuff, honestly, on my channel. I can't link them all, but you guys can go check out my channel and search them, and they're all there. But this gun blew me away. We went down to Tennessee with Smith & Wesson, and we shot the crap out of these. There was a bunch of us, and they ran really well. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold my thoughts until I get one myself and I can really test it at our property. And I got one, and me and Kayla went down and we burnt through a ton of rounds. I had no 380s. I did not own 380s because I don't like it. So I bought 2,000 rounds of 380. We went down to the range and she shot the majority of them because it was a gun I wanted her to carry. But then I started thinking, I'm like, I kind of like this thing. It's a sweet little guy. I mean, this is obviously like Beckham size. You know? This is one that ended up adding to my list of guns that I have started to carry here in 2025 and will continue to carry until it changes. Now, the original Bodyguard is doo-doo. It's trash. Don't get it. Especially now that the 2.0's here. Like, if you're going to buy one of these, get a 2.0. Don't get like the LCPs, all these other ones. They're decent guns and they were really good at their time. But this gun is great for the time now. And maybe if you're watching this video a year from now or 2 years from now, there might be something better. But as of the time of this video, I'm really happy with how this is. So that was the fun part, and those were the guns, and that's what everybody wants to see. But now we're gonna jump into the holsters and the actual part that is incredibly important when it comes to EDC, because this is really a make or break for people if you carry every day or you don't, because it's just uncomfortable, and holsters are so important. And there's a lot of different kinds and styles that make a difference. You know, these two are very different, but they both play two very different roles. Beckham has one that's a little bit different as well. That's a QVO. So that's the one I use for my X Macro, and QVO is a great brand. I'm not gonna go into too much detail because again,
And
it's
they're
holsters.
very tough too.
It's super tough. Yep, the Kydex, the plastic that they're made out of, super tough. They passed the Beckham test, the Beckham durability test. And then we got a tier 1 concealed. Those are the two that I carry the most. It's most comfortable for me. I like it. It's really gonna come down to personal preference. I recommend trying them out and seeing if you like them, but I have an entire tote of holsters downstairs that I've never used, that I spent hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of dollars in holsters that I don't use anymore, and I've landed on these two, and these are the two that I continue to buy and have really liked. Now this one here is a little bit different. So this is also a tier 1 concealed holster, but it goes through the alias system from Neomag, and that's what makes this one really unique. So you're able to clip this on and off. This is a beltless carry from Neomag. This is able to go into your shorts when it's summertime, and it makes it rigid and clips into your waist pants, and then you're able to use your gun like you would. You just tie it and everything stays exactly where it should. Now, are you gonna be able to do backflips and everything like you could with a belt or a jeans? not as much, but it allows you to be able to be active and move and not worry your pants are gonna fall down, or when you draw, your whole gun's gonna come out or your holster's gonna come out. Everything's locked in. It clicks into place with that, and you're able to conceal carry in the summertime. So that is the beltless carry, and one that I've been carrying a lot lately. Now for your flashlights and knives, again, we're gonna hit these really quickly. Flashlights, I got a Surefire Stiletto and a Stiletto Pro. Those are the two that I carry a lot. Really like the design. They're extremely expensive is the downside, so we do have some different ones as well. More on the budget side is a Streamlight Wedge. This is the smaller version. You get the longer one. And then we've got Beckham's got the Cloud Defensive MCH. That's one that I like a lot. You can show them that one. There you go, perfect. That one's actually got a low and a high. But these are the ones that I test that I really like, and you really can't go wrong with any of those. Now for knives, I've been sticking with this brand for the last year and maybe a half, and I've really liked them because I've been putting knives through the test at work, and I've broke 4 of them already, and this is the only one that's lasted me over 6 months. This is a Tecto knife. This is the A5 Spry, and then I have A5 Spry Mini. Same brand, Tecto, but it's just a little bit different of a blade. But I just like them because these ones are tiny, and they're incredibly reactive, very, very fast and positive, and it's been a good knife for me.
The little ones look like for me and my brother, like that one for me and then that one for my
It probably
brother.
would be. They are made of D2 steel. That would be the only thing to consider with that. Some people don't like that, and that would be the one thing that would maybe consider against this. But other than that, the knives themselves, durability-wise, have held up really well for everything I've done. Now, one thing that's a little bit different, what Beckham has, is something that I've found that has been a really fun thing to add to my collection, and something you could bring to different places. So this is a Sharpie marker. You want to show them? And just be careful with it. This is actually a carbon fiber tip on there, and you guys can use your imagination about when you would want to carry these and use these, but it is a pretty cool little tool to have with you. Like I carry one in my Bible just because it goes with all my other markers and pens and Sharpies, but it is a pretty cool little item to add to your EDC. Incredibly lightweight, something you could throw in your pocket if you want to, and those are from EDC Sharpie, and definitely take a look at those because they make a metal version, they make the carbon fiber version, they have different colors. Like Kayla got a purple one, and then I got a blue one and a metal version. This is the carbon fiber, which is more of my favorite, just because of the different things that you can do with it. Now, as for like a more fixed blade, one thing I found was Tor knives. These things are super nice. They're expensive, but wildly sharp
And
very
super nice.
and super nice. You are right.
They're sharp.
They are very sharp. I cut myself, right? You remember when I yelled for you to come get me a Band-Aid because I cut myself?
You cut yourself with that
This
one.
is the one I cut myself with, yes.
No,
I
I'm
wasn't
not
being...
talking about the sharp, like sharp looking.
Oh, it's sharp looking? Yeah,
And
we're safe.
already your toenail is off.
Toenail, yeah, I broke my toe. You're right. I'm not doing great, am I? I'm losing my fingers and my toes. But it's just a really nice knife. It's one I've used, and I've been very happy with it. Next thing would be bags.
Other backpacks carry like stuff for school, and these ones carry like guns to keep your family safe.
100%, yep. Like this pouch right here where you can put your guns. They have like hidden pouches and stuff. But Vertex has been a big bag of mine that I've been choosing. Really like their company, what they stand for. They have a lot of nice clothes as well. Link here for a lot of the videos, or if I'm ran out of links, then I just have to search my channel. But I have videos going over like what size guns fits in each bag because they have so many of them. But these are the 2 bags I've been carrying a lot this year. But that has been my go-to bag for the last probably 7 years or so. And we'll continue until I find something that I like better.
We went shooting. I shot this type of gun, and then like the gun.
Yeah, I can show it B-roll. Yeah.
My dad shot this gun, and then he will show you the gun I shot. It's just the gun Dad shot.
This is the one I shot? Yep,
Yes.
This is the one I shot today. So this doesn't necessarily fall into the realm of EDC in the traditional sense of what you're thinking of. Like, what do I carry in my pockets? Not carrying this in my pocket, but it is something that I take with me depending on where I'm going or what your situation you're in.
You should not carry it in your pocket. That'd be way more.
It'd probably be pretty big, wouldn't it? This is the setup that I finished this year, and like I said, I have a video on it, but I think I ran out of links to be able to link anymore. But you guys can search it. This is my dream AR-15 build of 2025, and it turned out incredibly well. And this is the gun that goes with me daily at work. But that is my EDC setup. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and maybe you got some ideas for things that you might want to do, or if you have any that you recommend, I would love to hear them because I'm always looking to upgrade and try new things. So if you guys are looking up at the channel, there's a couple ways to do that. Going to my website is a huge way to do that, along with my Telegram. That just got permanently banned, but we just got a new one, so I'd love for you guys to check that out. That's a whole other story for another time. Go to How Is Their Clothing. They donate 5% proceeds to charity, and they have a tactical visor shirt, so I'd love to see you guys wearing that. And it goes to a great cause as well, and they donated over $2 million so far, which is wild. So normally I'll do a Bible verse to end the video, but since Beckham's here, he has one that he wants to do that he's memorized. When I are homeschooling the kids, is something that is very important to us, is having the Bible in the curriculum. And go ahead, what's your verse?
Every good and perfect gift is from above, James 1:17.
Good job. I think it's so important to be in the Bible, and I've really felt a sense of urgency, and I want to share that with you guys as well. If you ever have any questions, please ask. I'd be glad to help.
If you don't trust Jesus, trust him now.
Exactly. That is a very good message. Absolutely. We're going to end on that.